Hey traders, welcome back to another daily profit and loss recap video. Today is Monday, October 16th. I just finished up trading for the morning and I locked in $893 in profits with one single trade in the stock YGMZ. And in this video, we're going to talk about my entries and exits, as well as my thought process behind this trade so that hopefully you can take something from my trading and apply it to your own. Now, just taking a quick look at this chart, I know it looks like it's a pretty ugly chart, but there was plenty of room to profit this morning when we get this big reversal from the morning lows. And if we take a quick look here at the Market Master group, I posted at 10:09 this morning that YGMZ was starting to set up for a reversal here from the opening dip. At the time, it was trading at just 63 cents. So right at that point in time, if we just take a look here at the 1 minute chart, we can see that there is a little bit of a higher low that is starting to form. We get this morning spike, pulls back, starts to kind of fade off, and then we get this higher low that forms, starts to curl up a bit, and right here, 10:09 is when I posted in the Market Master group. So at that same point in time, I decided to take a starter position in this trade. I ended up with a total of 6,500 shares, but my initial entry in this trade, which is very important to keep in mind, was just 3,000 shares. And the reason for that is because I wasn't yet sure about this stock. In my head, there was a good chance that this could have rejected this moving average here and started to fade back off and break down underneath that low. So I didn't want to get into a full position right off the bat and then end up taking a larger loss than I needed to. And that's why I took a starter position of 3,000 shares. And I only added into that position once this trade started to validate my trade plan and my thought process, and once the trade started to move in my favor. So all of that being said, if we take a look here, the opening range breakout level for this stock is right at 75 cents. And that's because that is the high of the first few minutes of price action. Now, if we draw that level here on the chart, we have our opening range breakout level, and we can see that that level is exactly where the VWAP lies later on in the morning. So I was watching this trade and I was knowing that that was both the VWAP and the opening range breakout level, both of which many times can turn into areas of resistance. So once this was able to break out above that level, that's where I felt comfortable enough to add more shares into this trade. So I bought some more shares, again, ended up with 6,500 shares. My average cost was right at about 70 cents per share. And it ended up having a really solid breakout from that move above the VWAP and above the opening range breakout level. And I locked in most of my profits as it pushed up here into the mid 80s. The reason for that is because if we zoom out a bit, we can see not only is there a high volume area here in the mid 80s, which many times is going to turn into resistance, but if we take a look at the pre-market session, you can see that there is quite a bit of resistance in that mid 80 to 90 cent area. So right here we have this long consolidation period in pre-market. All of these highs up here peak right around 87, 88 cents. So I knew that that was going to be an area that this stock probably was going to struggle with now that it was spiking back into that area during market hours. That being said, I did hold on to a portion of my shares through that move, and we can see it then peaks up just over 90 cents per share. We get three really long upper wicks here on these candlesticks. That was a bearish signal, so once it started to then pull back and reverse back to the downside, I locked in the rest of my profits and again ended up with $893 in profits. So this was a very quick trade, just about 10 minutes, and on top of that, it was a relatively small investment of just about $4,500. So this return on this investment was almost 20% in just 10 minutes. That really just goes to show that you don't need to have these, huge accounts. You don't need to be trading with $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in order to make substantial profits when you're trading these volatile small cap stocks. I was trading again with just $4,500 on this trade and made almost $900 in profits in doing so. Okay, but on top of that, another trade that was worth watching this morning that some of our traders in the group got into was with the stock MNTS. MNTS has had a ton of momentum here over the past week or so. If we take a quick look down here at the daily chart, we can see that not long ago it was trading at just about $1 per share, and today it ended up hitting a high of $5 per share, so it has had some serious momentum lately, and today we were seeing that it was gapping up over Friday's high. I posted an alert to the group as it was trading right at about $4.20 this morning that it was breaking out and pushing up through the opening range breakout level, after gapping up over Friday's high, which was a bullish sign that this was going to run. And sure enough, it gets a nice spike up, ends up halting for volatility, opens higher, and then spikes even higher up to a high of 5 before reversing back down. So there was again, 10, 15, 20% of potential profit on that trade from the alert that was sent out in the Market Master group. I did not end up getting into this trade, but I do want to give a few quick shout outs to some of the traders in our group that did. We had NYC, who locked in $290 initially on MNTS and then got back into it and ended up with a total of $420 in profits. We also have Lore, who was able to lock in 12% from their $3.78 entry. And then we have K-Man, who is still using paper trading, but that is perfectly fine. That is a great recommended way to practice trading these strategies and to get used to executing them in real time. And he was able to meet his daily goal in doing so just from that one trade with the stock MNTS. So shout out to you guys. It's great to see some solid profits from the team on these stocks. And with all of that being said, those were my main focuses for the day. And again, I was able to lock in $893 in profits with just that one single trade in the stock YGMZ. Hopefully you found some value in this video. And if you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want to hear about these stocks that I'm trading in real time and you want to work with our team of traders, get access to our day trade and swing trade alerts, our detailed trade plans, our live custom scanner streams, and so on and so forth, all of that can be found in the Market Master group. There's going to be a link down below in the description for you to get signed up. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck with your trading.